Hey everybody, thanks for watching Cater Keys. Today I'm doing Reckless Love by Israel Houghton, and I'm doing it in the key of G, so I'll be playing Rhodes on this one. So the intro starts off like this. And it goes into the verse. So the melody line's the same from the original version, and the chords are a little bit different. So it's E minor, that chord is a D with a C bass, and I'm hitting the fifth on that C. So it's a D chord over a C with a fifth. To the G. And that chord, you're just hitting a D bass and a B bass. So it's that same D over C. So I'm just playing a little bit different. So instead of playing the D chord with my right hand, I'm hitting those two notes with one finger and a C and a D. And the reason I play it like that is because later on I'm going to be using octaves, and so I'll need my right hand freed up to play those notes. So just getting used to playing these notes with my left hand helps a little bit. To the verse. So it's a G over E, to a D. It's an E minor over C. Repeat that. So good to C. And now it walks up to a D over F sharp, to a C2. And on that specific chord, I'm going to play the fifth on my bass note, just to try to make it real dirty. So it's a G over E. And the same thing for the F sharp, I'm going to play the D bass with it. To a G, to a C2. Now here's the part that's a little bit tricky. So it goes to a D, D over B. Actually, I don't think he plays the A chord. So so a D, and I think he just hits the two notes, the F sharp and the D with the right hand over a B. And then it's a C2 over A. So here's your C chord. You're going to add the 2. And then it's a D2 over B. But you're not playing the D note, so you're playing the... here's your D chord, but you add the 2. And to a B7. So here's your B, and then here's your 7 to the chorus. So... 6. G over B, C2 over A, D over B, B7, into the chorus. So this is similar to the original. So it's an E minor, D, C, G, and then it adds the D over F sharp. And the way I do it, instead of hitting my chords like that, I do a G octave with a fifth, and then I do a D sus4. So here's my D, I add the 4, and then I do a C2. Here's my C2, and I'll add my octave G to a G, and then my D over E. I'm not playing my third, and I'm adding my octave A. Repeat it. Another thing is your D sus4, you can play it like this, and then sometimes I'll not hit the A and I'll play an octave G. I think with the G octave it sounds a little bit dirty. C2, G. Bum, 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 ba, da, dum. Yeah. Back to the intro. And then here's where you will do your octaves. back to the verse 2. So that's my C2. And then one thing that the Rhodes will follow the guitar player, they do a little lick in here. So it's all it is. You put your hand in the D position, similar to that. Bring it down to a G, and you play the octave Gs, and it's just, and you kind of do a little slide to B, B flat, A, G. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the Rhodes does that. So same E minor, D, C, and he does D over F sharp to a G to a C, and the bass player does that with him also. Let's see, hold on. So a D, and then one D for F sharp, G, C. You build to the chorus. So D over F sharp, G, C, and then it's a G over E minor. D4, and then it's a G over B, and I'm playing my G with an octave D and not the third, and it's a C2 over an A, or an A minor 7. With a 4, I guess. Probably C2 over A would be a better name for it. And you build it to the chorus. So right there, it's a G2. Here's a G. Well, actually, here's your G, here's your 2. Yeah, back to the intro. And it kind of goes into this kind of a breakdown where it's just a bunch of synth and just a bunch of weird stuff going on, but there's no Rhodes at that part until it brings into the chorus. And so when the Rhodes comes back in on that chorus, or no, I guess it's the bridge. So it's a G, builds into the G. It pushes that D over F sharp, so that's a D4 over an E bass, and then just a D4, just C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, G, 2, 3, 4, 5. This third pass, it's a C over E instead of instead of an E minor. D over F sharp, C over A, G over B. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, the angel finds till I'm back to the intro. So that's a bunch of chord changes, so I'll kind of go through it slowly. Into that bridge. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, to a C, to a G, push that. And here's the C over E, boom, boom, to D over F sharp, C over A, to a G, G over B, G2 over B, and this will go into your last chord. And so that your last choruses will go. So it's the same as the other ones. And then the Rhodes does this. So on the right hand, he's just kind of following the melody line. So it's a, your left hand's doing a C with a fifth, to a G, and you kind of do a little run to a G over G2 over B, to a G over E, D4, and you kind of push this G to a G over B, C, back to the G over B, D over F sharp, C over E, walk up, G, G over B, C over A, C2 over A, to a G, and then it's a D over B with A octave. So I guess your right hand is going. So your D stays the same, and your right, your thumb and pinky. Back to the intro. So I'll play it again. Coming after me. 2, 3, 4, push. Follow the melody. Back to the intro. that's it. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. Give me a like, give me a subscribe if you haven't. And if there's a song you want me to do, put it in the comments below and I'll add it to my list of tutorials coming up. So thanks.